everyone, and thanks again for joining me on this beautiful day as we continue on our playthrough of the level 5. Nah, I'm just kidding. Hopefully everything is much better and doesn't sound like utter crap. Obviously, never change your settings, folks. If you think that you can do something better and you have it working good, don't ever change anything. Because you won't realize it till you're way down the road that you messed up somewhere. Anyways, last time we almost completed Dodongo's Cavern and realized that we could not do it as an adult, at least as far as I'm aware. So we're immediately starting off with a boss fight. So this is kind of a rarity. And I think I have everything. I have Boomerang, of course, which is like the major component. I'm pretty sure of like why we couldn't do it as an adult. And then a full stack of sticks, because we still do not have the Kokiri sword, which is just the worst in a lot of ways because it really hinders your ability to do a damage output on a consistent basis. But with Deku sticks, I think we'll be good to go, especially for this guy, because I have done it before and I was like super paranoid about not having enough. Oh, there's one left. I guess he was like behind me. Being super paranoid about not having enough sticks to finish it, but I think we'll be golden this time. Need to make sure, absolutely make sure to check the pots before we leave. Oh, he's just like impervious, huh? Usually I feel like one of my throws gets a, sneaks in there. There we go. Oops. Yeah, I was waiting for that. Here we go. Alright, now comes the fun part. Now it's our turn to turn the tide and actually invoke some damage. Oh, that's right. He just like slinks into the ground. So he can't do any damage for a little bit. Nice. Okay, we got shocked stupidly way too many times. Well, that's a little unfair. I mean, I could totally rip this guy a new butthole, but he's being a little shy. He's having a little bit of stage fright. No problem. You know, now that I realize that you don't use that many Deku sticks because you can do pretty much everything with the boomerang. It's only when you're attacking at the end that you need actual sticks. So you don't actually use as many as I suspected. Okay. Wow. Uh-huh. I'm glad that there are things in here, because I was kind of worried that because this is kind of a weird position to be in, that they might not have anything in them. Like, it would kind of suck if you were running around and Rudu's standing there. I didn't realize it. Don't mind us. There could be something good in here. Come on. I think this is our last bet. Nothing. But you know what? We needed here. Needed to be here. Because I think she gives us the... I forget which medallion it is, but she definitely gives us the medallion, right? Shadow medallion. Okay, well... I'll admit, not really sure what to do now. I mean, at this rate, we know that we need to get the hover boots, but where should we start at? Well, maybe it's just because we have accomplished something, we should like take stock. Once again, we need the bottles, we need the lens of truth, the hover boots, the Kokiri sword. We're only lacking 2 more songs. I didn't realize that we had so many songs now. Which brings up that we could potentially travel around and look at storm grottos. Might not be the most exciting thing that we could do, but what else are we gonna do with our time? So what is the how do we get to? Is that the minuet, is it? That takes us to Gerudo Valley, which maybe is actually what we want. Maybe that's where I want to go. I knew it was somewhere in there. Right? I really hope I have this right. Warp to Gerudo Valley, and then I think I immediately hightail it backwards. And then I think we'll come out. Yes, perfect. Okay. So I believe there should be one here. I know there's one in Zora's Domain. There's one in Zora's River. There's also one in the Kokiri Forest. If I'm not mistaken. Is there? Oh, okay, interesting. That's another diving grotto, but we don't have to worry about that. So that's actually kind of nice. I know that whatchamacallit's at the top of the hill, Hyrule Castle. You know what? Let's do that because we can always warp to Zora's Domain pretty easily. We just gotta remember which song is the right song. Also, I'm not quite sure if there's a way I can fix my Goron sword. I don't know if I can, because I also don't know how the trading quest works. I'm almost like, can I get it back? Because what is this? This is the prescription which I give to the old guy at the Lake Hylia laboratory. And so I don't necessarily know if that's like how the trading quest works with the randomizer. I've actually never done it with the randomizer. So it's like, I don't know if like he gives us something in exchange, or does he not give us like the next quest item and instead gives us like something totally unrelated? Like we could give him the prescription and he gives us a empty bottle. I feel like I should have nicked him. If anything, I should have thunk his little skull hat. He should have taken notice that I was right there at him. It does kind of suck knowing that I'm like so close to finishing the game. Kind of reminds me of the Majora's Mask where you meet that like dancing guy, and it sounds just like that. Like it doesn't sound like a human voice singing it. It sounds like a pipe orchestra. Okay, I'm hoping this is going to be worth it. This is kind of a lot to get to this one storm grotto, but like I said, I don't mind running all the way out here because it should be pretty easy to get to the next one. And, you know, hope that something comes of it, because the worst part is if I do all this hunting around for storm grottos and there's nothing to be found. So I don't think the Sun Song like unlocks anything like that. I think the Sun Song is only really good for redeads and, you know, just generally passing of time, because right now I just have to fast forward. Okay. I like areas like this that can be, you know, fruitful on several different ways. Hey, that's a pretty good deal. $3. Oh, there's 3 of you in here. Nice. It's even more. More chances to get something. Mysterious item for 8. Well, I mean, that's arrows. I mean, I guess maybe to Deku Scrub, that is pretty mysterious. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he's gonna give it to us for free. I mean, coconuts, like, you know, grow on the ground, so why wouldn't he give this away for free? Okay, so we got one beehive. Oh, wow. Okay, that's super cool. That is like one thing that kind of slips my mind sometimes. I went all the way around and I did not need to. So yeah, we got both keys to Ganon's castle. I tend to overlook that fact because even if we don't need to set foot in another temple, we still need keys to finish the game. I believe it's the Bolero Fire, right? That takes us to Zora's Domain. Wait, that said Requiem of Spirit. You know what? Fine. We'll go there. Right. Totally forgot about Talon's chicken game. I mean, we still have a lot of stuff we can find. We don't have the... not milk song. I mean, I guess it kind of is the milk song. Epona song. There it is. That's the terminology I was looking for. We don't have Epona song, so we can't get access to the cows. So, I mean, we still have, like, a lot of checks. And last episode, we found, like, a crap ton of keys. I mean, we got 2 more in the water temple, 3 in the forest temple. So, like, if that's not all the ones in the forest temple, then I would be very surprised. Wow, okay, let's do this again. What is the blur of fire? I thought I knew this world a little bit better than I did. Is that not what I played? No, okay, I see what I'm doing. I'm not, okay. I guess I never realized how similar they actually are. No. So, like, literally, instead of repeating right down, if I went right down A, it would play Requiem. There we go. And Brudu's back on her throne right next to her father. All that just to get over here. Oh, man. Half the battle of the randomizer just dealing with your own, like, human limitations of your memory and logic solving skills. But, I mean, that's what makes it fun. Not gonna lie. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure I set, like, a toe at most on there. Alright, so let's just quickly walk off so we don't accidentally do that again. Let's get our fire spell out. Hoping to do at least 2 of these here. Oh! There's also the cow down here that I'll have to remember if we ever get that far. Your adventure beyond the wasteland to learn a green rupee. Once again, I get this sinking feeling that we have not found. Okay, well, it's not quite what I was wanting to do there. I don't feel like we found anything useful from a gossip stone. I know there's been a couple, like, the Way of the Heroes that, you know, are nice to have, but... I mean, I tend to explore everything, so it's like, I'm gonna go everywhere. Like, it's more, useful for the ones that say, like, plundering so-and-so is a foolish choice. Okay. I kind of foresee another couple episodes of us dealing with temples. Technically, all I need to do to beat the game is to, I guess that's it. I don't need to go in there. All I need to do to beat the game is to beat the Shadow Temple. Which I cannot do. But I also cannot, or doesn't mean that I don't necessarily need to go into the other temples. I mean, I guess it's possible that, like, the end reward for beating the boss might be something. I mean, that could obviously be the hover boots or something like that. I mean, there's just literally no way of knowing. A lot more grottos than I remember. I feel like in the normal game, they're not something that you like really pay attention to because it's like kind of minute things for us. Yeah. Not getting a good feeling at all. Oh, nice. It kind of shocks me how many... I mean, I guess when you're trying for every single check... Oh, gross, come on. I mean, at this rate, I know it's like hitting the lottery. Like, the idea of just being able to hit the one thing that we need is like super unlikely. Just like not gonna happen. Unless I come to the Scots Stone and he's like, hey, the hover boots? Fractured desert wall hides the Lon Tower. Okay, well, we already know that. I just wish there was something useful to be found from these things. You know, we never fully did bottom of the well. I'm like, would it be worth it to go down there? Because we have no more keys for it. Okay, so let's not worry about that. Need to get to Zora's River, I think. I'm like kind of struggling on remembering how to get there. Where does this warp take me? Also, the grottos is not like my strong suit, so there could be several more grottos that I just do not know where they are. I don't think that there's anything for us over here. I think we did everything, which is actually kind of nice. I don't think there's a storm grotto at Lon Ranch. I was like, because I can warp there, which is not the most convenient spot. Oh, but we can warp to Lon Ranch to get to the Gerudo Fortress, which has a storm grotto. So that might not be terrible. But also, I'm like, how do I get to the Zora's River? I love how he sells 3 different arrows. It's pretty nice as a kid since I can just like run around. I don't think there's anybody in here. Whoa! Okay. Now, I know that there's a fairy fountain here. But I'm also not getting the Stone of Agony, so is that something that only pops up as a kid? Is that what is happening there? Okay, well, if that's the case, that's going to be super annoying to get back to being an adult. I don't think that there's one at, like, Hylia either. So how about we... Gosh, I'm, like, desperately trying to remember how to get there. I feel like it's, like, in Goron City, though, right? Or maybe it's the back way out of Zora's domain, so maybe we should try that. I guess I could help speed things up a bit. And, you know, instead of wasting everyone's time, let's put on the bunny hood so we have double speed. Huh. Well, now I'm like, is it the back end? Because it weirdly loops around itself, but I don't remember how to get there initially. Oh man. Okay, this is not fun. Alright, so I'm almost feeling like maybe it'd be worthwhile to go back into the dungeons, because it's like, I mean, I have that one storm grotto, but then it's like, then what? I'm like out of ideas at that point. So I don't think that there's one in the Lost Woods either. And I don't think there's anything for us in there, because that's like the back of the desert. Or the front of the desert. It's a desert regardless of which direction we're approaching it. Lake Hylia is the graveyard, which I know isn't anything. I don't think that there's any storm grottos out in the wild. I could be totally wrong about that. I'm really hoping that this was worth it. Interesting. I feel like this takes us, yeah, to the other half of the desert, or the haunted wasteland. Oh, which reminds me. If we could get to the Desert Colossus, there's a storm grotto and the thing. Okay, that might be worthwhile to bringing up the map. So if you just bear with me one moment while I flip over. All right, let's see. Desert Colossus. Lost Woods from Zora's River. Right, okay. Okay. Oh, see, and I got a grotto right there. Perfect. Alright, so that's where we're gonna go next. And here I was like, there's nothing for us in not Longland Ranch. I mean, it is Longland Ranch, but the Lost Woods. When really, there might be a little something for us back there. Let's run this way. Well, I hate that, like, I always hate starting off with, like, a pretty solid thing. Like, you know, I love starting off with a game plan and, like, well, I know I'm going to take out Jabu Jabu boss, like, immediately. So, actually, what happens if I leave? Is that? No, okay. Definitely not. Alright, it was a waste of time. Sorry about that. Sorry, I'm just wondering, is there Storm Grotto somewhere in here? I don't feel like there is. There's a couple grottos in here, and none of them are storm related. Alright. Not my favorite place. In fact, I hate the Desert Colossus. There we go. Where's our super speed? Yeah, so if we stand here and play it, I'm pretty sure we get fairies, right? We don't get, like, an item, though. Yeah, okay. Okay, it's nice and pretty to look at, but it's not anything. But yeah, I always hate starting out with, like, you know, somewhat of a game plan, and then once that thing is over, I'm just immediately like, alright, now what? Okay, definitely not here. I mean, hopefully the rocks don't lie to us. Do they not? Or is it not a storm grotto? Is it a... It's not that rock. Have we checked that rock and I just didn't mark it off on my list? Well, if that's the case, then big egg on my face. I mostly just wanted to come in here because I do not remember what it was. Obviously, we do need to remember that because that is very important. All right, let's bring back up the map. We didn't do anything because there was just the ferry. Okay, well, that's a little embarrassing. Okay, let's get back up here. Where is Zora's River? Dodongo's Cavern. We completely clicked out or checked out. Am I missing it? It's like right here. Where is it? Zora's River. Sacred Forest Meadow. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that I do remember that now. And actually, no, okay. We're not terribly far off. If that's the case, because then we can come back out here, because we are in the Lost Woods, technically. I mostly am, like, trying to do this quickly, because I also know that I'm, like, about out of time, and kind of want to end it on, like, semi-positive note, you know? This is my favorite song sped up. Oh, this is actually really good too, because I totally forgot the frogs also have a check for us. Sorry that the song or whatever is just like disgusting to listen to. Oh, and they give us the... Is it the Sun Song too, potentially? Okay, I mean, not the best thing. There it is. I knew I knew the general feel of the song, but not enough to remember exactly how it goes. Okay, so, I'm glad we came this way, because there are a couple things. That one was not worth it. So I'm guessing if we get a Pono song, maybe that will be 2 more there, because it's set up so they give us something every single time we play a song for them. But also maybe they'll give us something when they're all big and strong. I'm saying, please grab hold something. All right, there's probably more storm grottos. I'll have to like double check. But as far as I know, this might be the last one. And if that's the case, I guess we're starting back at the bottom. We'll go to the Forest Temple because we have so many keys to not check it out. Well, once again, this will be useful for when we have a Pono song. So this bee nest, beehive is our last option. Is there one more? No. Okay. Well, I will just stand here and hang out next to my cow friend. And we will see you guys next time where, like I said, we'll probably be jumping from dungeon to dungeon trying to find something. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.